Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, January the 8th, and we want to break in right now with an unbelievable situation now developing in California. Apocalyptic atmospheric rain. Really, it's an apocalyptic atmospheric river of rain has drowned and is just destroying California right now. 560,000 citizens of California without power this morning. 6 people are dead. Floodwaters are raging. It is an absolute chaos situation here. When you have the flash flooding goes on and mudslides and landslides and what have you, trees falling. It's really bad. And the worst part is more to come. Matter of fact, another massive rain bomb, what they call a bomb cyclone of rain, is going to hit California again Monday, followed by another storm behind that. And so this is insane, the rain that's coming down. Now, it's not that the West doesn't need rain, because obviously the West Coast has needed rain for 10 years. But the problem is you just can't dump that much rain in one area this much at one time. It's just insanity. So you have devastation comes with it. The water will run off quickly, and thus you still don't really build up your water tables, but you do a lot of damage in the process. So, it's going to snow heavy in the mountains as well. So this is very big. Let me put a shout out right now for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Guys, we got to get our health under control. We really got to keep our health. Our body's a temple of the Holy Spirit. And it's a tough challenge. I battle it. Okay, I battle it hard. I have to do everything possible to try to maintain my weight under control. I'm not the only one that's out there having those kinds of issues. But also your skin, and the elasticity of your skin, the wrinkles, your fingernails, your hair, the joints, all of that is really a lot of times suffers because of lack of collagen. So what you could do is go to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com and find this incredible product that they've made out of 5 different types of collagen, which is made out of plant, egg, and fish collagen. It is an amazing product. It will really help you. You can save 51% off the price, and they'll even have bonus gifts for you. If you go to the website, I'll put the link below. Go right now to www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. You'll be glad you did. The rain keeps coming down. Who'll stop the rain? We don't know. Okay, God's the only one that can. And there's a lot of people screaming different things about where this rain came from. Why are we having such atmospheric rivers? Atmospheric rivers. I mean, that's what they're calling it. Well, remember what Mike from around the world said, and we heard about this even by other meteorologists and seismologists and folks like that. And all the people who've been working on these things who have said that because of this atmospheric compression, and Mike from around the world says that's happening because of the dust, the red dust that's settling and is pushing the atmosphere down closer to the ground, creates a lot of problems. One, it builds up a lot of water in a shorter space. Okay, so if this is your atmosphere and you compress it down, now you still got the same amount of water being evaporated from the earth up into the clouds, but you have less space for the clouds to hold it. Thus, it builds up quicker, larger amounts, and then has to drop it at a more accelerated pace. The higher the atmosphere, the more water the atmosphere can hold, but the longer it can coast along and drip and let it go at a more even pace. That's not happening now. We are seeing, and it also creates these low pressure systems, which creates larger storms and tornadic activity. It will also create more violent storms in the oceans. That, along with the ocean temperatures rising, you create the perfect storm for what we'll call hypercanes. And those have been happening, and those are coming even more. More cyclones, more typhoons, more hurricanes, hypercanes, and more tornadoes. Plus stronger straight line winds because you've pushed the atmosphere down. It also creates more rain bombs in what they call now a atmospheric river of water. That's how much it builds up so quickly. Now that's the Paul Begley explanation to what's going on. But the question is, what's causing the atmospheric compression that's bringing all this climate change, Al Gore? It's not man and his tailpipes. It's not cows farting in the fields, AOC. It is apparently the heavens are shaking due to this binary system that's called Planet X or Nemesis with its little moon rolling around called Nibiru. Apparently, this binary system that's going by is causing the heavens to shake and compress on our atmosphere. Also, it's bringing a lot of dust. We have already, we know, these galactical debris from billions of years ago when God created everything. You know, God may have created everything billions and billions of years ago before he even created the earth and before he ever even created man. But he put into motion God's prophetic timepiece. That all these things that are happening right now was actually timed by God for such a time as this. And Jesus, 2,000 years ago, knew this was coming soon. And he started saying, look, you want to know what to watch for when the end of days? Well, besides false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and they'll deceive many, and you'll hear of wars and rumors of wars, and see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. The end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there'll be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these apocalyptic things will start happening, plus great persecution. But these are just the beginning of sorrows. Many of you will be tried, put into prison. Some of you tried for 10 days, even put to death. But, you know, the Bible tells us that he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. He says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many will wax cold. But when this gospel is preached into all the world for witness unto all nations, then shall the end come. And then you'll see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet. That's the rebuilding of the third temple and the Antichrist walking in, standing in front of the people of God in the temple of God, declaring that he is God. All of this is accelerating. But while this is happening, Jesus said in Luke 21:25, said, for there shall be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea, the waves will be roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for looking after those things coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Okay, so this is, so the heavens are going to be shaken. The atmosphere is going to be compressing. The straight line winds are going to get stronger. The hail, because anytime you have this compression is creating stronger, you move the jet stream from up here to here. Thus, it's closer to the ground. Thus, you have more stronger straight line winds. Straight line winds creates hail, larger hail. So the more compressed, the bigger the hail. It's exactly what the Bible said would happen. There's a scientific answer to God's prophetic timepiece. Because remember, God is in control. And so we can do anything we want here. We should be good stewards to take care of the planet. This has nothing to do with taking care of the planet. This is God telling you in a prophetic warning 2,000 years ago by Jesus Christ that you would see these days you're seeing now just before he comes. He said, when you begin to see these things come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head. He said, because when you see these heavens shaking, then you're going to see the Son of Man coming in a clouds with power and great glory. When these things begin to look up, begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, your redemption is drawing nigh. Now get a cup of coffee and calm down. And give your life to Jesus Christ because we're running out of time. Now, I'll be back in a little bit with some more current world events, how they relate to biblical prophecy. And Whatever you do, don't miss tonight's Sunday night live broadcast. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, Sunday night live. Are you serious? Are you serious? Give your life to Jesus Christ and don't be left behind. Don't be left behind.